Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm excited to do, it's going to be a bit of a will I buy it video. Okay, so if you are new to this series, I used to do this series every single Wednesday on my channel for the past I don't know, 6 years or something, where I talked over all the new makeup releases, what I was interested in buying, what I was going to pass over. And I talked last month about cutting back a bit on YouTube in general, but also the Will I Buy It series. And I thought maybe it could be fun to do a wrap up at the end of the month, maybe the final Wednesday of the month, kind of go through the biggest releases that came out during the past month and talk about what I bought, what I didn't buy, what I almost bought, what I think I might regret that I didn't buy. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's go ahead and get started. Welcome. So I do start my videos with an outfit of the day, and we have a lot going on behind me right now, but I have on my slippers, I have on some sweatpants, and then a nice shirt like this. Today has been a day. I've been in a handful of meetings. I was a guest on a podcast that will be coming up, so I've really just tried to look presentable from here up, where you could see me in those videos. I do list everything down below. Any of my makeup that I'm wearing, I will link in my description box. But I'm excited to do this. It has been almost a full month, if not a full month, that I have sat down to film a Will I Buy It style video. So I don't know, this could almost be like a did I buy it? I don't know. I honestly haven't fully fleshed out what I want to do with this series, but I've learned a couple interesting things from taking off doing weekly new makeup release videos and how that's affected my spending. But I'm excited to sit down and talk about some of these. And I also asked on my Instagram what you thought was the most interesting releases of the month, what you were the most excited about, what you purchased. So I wanted to bring kind of that commentary into this video as well. But just like with my usual Will I Buy It videos, I will link any of accounts that I'm reading from down below or using any photos from down below. And we definitely have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. I'm trying to decide if that's where I want to start or starting with some collections. If you have any feedback, of course, on this video or where maybe you would want to see the series go, please do let me know in the comments. I will say though, not doing this every single week, since I've been doing it for so long, every single week, I was like, I think I'm really going to be upset that I'm not posting them weekly. And it's not that I'm not upset that I'm not doing the videos, but it has really made me take a step back from buying so much makeup, which was my goal in 2022, was to not buy as much makeup, to not even keep as much makeup in my small apartment. And I feel like this has definitely really helped me, and it kind of also helped me feel not as much pressure to buy makeup. And I think just my own consuming habits, what I'm watching online, what I'm watching on YouTube, I think has also really helped it, and not feeling the need of always staying on top of what's happening, what's coming out right now. It's put a lot into perspective to me for sure. But I hope that you're excited to talk about some new makeup releases in here. Maybe let's talk about some first that I wasn't so interested in. One of them just being this one here from Artist Couture. This is the Supreme Nudes Matte Masterpiece. I don't know, and I hate to start off on a negative foot because I'm like, I am excited to sit down and film this video, but I saw this phone and it was like matte masterpiece, and I was like, I don't know. I think it's the packaging that throws me off with this, because I think about something like the Colourpop Not a Box of Chocolates palette, which I absolutely adore. I took it on my most recent trip with me. I think that it's fantastic. But this one, I'm like, maybe if it was in just not as much space being used in the packaging, I would find it more interesting. But it was like, I see matte masterpiece and I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that I'm seeing that this is a masterpiece. We also have 3 Silk Cream lipsticks. All of these are available now. So again, everything's gonna be linked down below, but it just definitely didn't stir my personal makeup loins. So that was definitely one that I skipped over. I also saw, I believe this is from Laura Lee Los Angeles and her holiday collection, Whimsical Nudes palette. So this was $36 for 10 shades. There's also a brush bundle, and then brushes in a makeup bag, or the holiday bundle for $71. I don't know, again, I'm like, I went back and forth on if I was even gonna do this video at all, because I feel like I was towards the end of me saying I'm not gonna do the Will I Buy It series every week. I was like, I don't know if people are still enjoying this video from me, because I'm trying so hard not to purchase new makeup that it's like, am I gonna buy this? No. Am I gonna buy that? No. am I gonna buy this? No. And I'm like, how can this be a fun video to sit down and watch? And I feel like I'm already in my own head filming this particular video because I'm like, I don't know, it's pretty, but I'm like, I have so many eyeshadow palettes. I cannot wait to do, I'm gonna have crazy declutter videos coming up in December because I'm just planning to get rid of so much makeup. And I did some videos on my channel this month. I've done 2 so far with my friend Ashley, who lives at the complex in Vegas with me. And it was so fun to do those videos and to see her makeup bag and her makeup collection and her palettes with huge pan and her setting spray that said it was white but was really great. I mean, those videos were so fun, and that's really kind of the perspective I'm trying to go into now, is loving what you already have and not feeling, again, kind of this pressure to buy so much. That I just look at some of these eyeshadow palettes and it's like, I know that I have these in my collection and I know that they barely get any use anyways, so why am I gonna like just keep buying more and keep buying more? It's pretty. I like some of the shimmers in there. I think that some of the photos also threw me off a little bit because from one photo I was like, ooh, I think they're almost more like maybe more glittery shades, and then I see another photo, I'm like, no, I think they're more kind of like shimmer toppers. So sometimes that can be a little bit difficult. Again, it's a pretty color scheme, but I'm like, it's just not something that I need in my collection. This next one, as my dog comes to join me, if you saw her in her gray sweatshirt walking up, this is one that so many of you said in my Instagram story that you got this, or you are excited about it, or you had already purchased it. It looks like it just came out November 25th, and this is from Glamlite. This is their Strawberry Shortcake collection. So you have a Berrylicious eyeshadow palette with 15 shades. There's gloss, lipsticks, lashes, makeup sponge, and blushes. And Glamlite really has intrigued me with a lot of their releases. The last one that I purchased for myself was from the Michaela collab. I purchased the larger, like the 30 pan eyeshadow palette. This one I think is so fun. I saw me still getting the tags on it because that middle row of greens, I'm like, if this would have been just like a tinge smaller, I feel like this would have been a hard one for me to pass up. You know, 15 shades is not bad. It's really not, but I also feel like it just looks like a bigger eyeshadow palette. It's beautiful. I think Glamlite does such a good job, and they're a brand that definitely very much intrigues me. I follow them on socials. I see that they have some big collection. I feel like all their collections, they're like, this is like a big collection, but then they do really well. Like, I feel like they knock it out of the park in the marketing and the colors that they choose. Like the strawberry sponge, was really hard to say no to. But it's also like, I know that I have a lot of them. I actually have my mom here. If you can hear things, I have my mom here, my dog is here. I'm filming this the day after Cyber Monday. I run my own brand, so we've been really busy, and I was able to bring my mom out from Iowa to help me with this. So we're still packing orders today, and I have boxes everywhere behind me with products and shipping boxes and all of that. So it's just been, you know, a little bit of a busier time. I do still have, probably by the time this video goes up, I think it's going to be the last day where I have the Cyber Monday discounts. So there's up to 30% off, there's 20% off apparel, there's free gifts, there's free shipping, you know, all the things that we do at this time of year. So if you're still looking to purchase anything, I have some holiday bundles, which would make like great gift sets in my opinion, which also make like great gift sets and stocking stuffers. So all of that is still going on at BY SAMANTHA MARCH, but my mom also helped me clean all of my makeup brushes and my sponges, and just having her like be able to help me go through things and then clean things too. I'm like, oh, I have 500 makeup sponges. Do I really need to buy another one just because it looks like a strawberry? Like, maybe not. But when I saw so many of you saying that you were loving the Glamlite collection, I was like, yes, obviously. Like, I think that it looks fantastic. Another collection that came out recently was from Juvia's place, and this was the Coffee Shop collection. So we have the eyeshadow palette, which was $26. There's lip glosses as well. The full collection is $180. This is such a me eyeshadow palette, but it also reminds me so much of the Colourpop box of chocolates. Not saying anything like dupe-wise or anything like that, but if I'm thinking, should I purchase this right now? Again, just got the Naughty box of chocolates, been loving it. It's one of my most worn eyeshadow palettes. Again, I took it on my LA trip that I did recently with Amazon. So it's like, I probably don't need this, but I think that it's beautiful. I did also see this one quite a bit in my Instagram story. I think so many of us, and this just like warms my heart too, but I know that I have so many viewers and subscribers that love neutral makeup and our brown eyeshadow and a little bit more simple looks, and of course that's not everybody, and it's fun to go outside the box. You know, just yesterday I had on like a blue-green eyeshadow look, so you know, of course it's fun to do things like that. But when I see so many of you saying I love the Not a Box of Chocolates, and then so many of you saying like this Juvia's palette, I'm like, oh, yes. Kylie Cosmetics also has some products out for holiday. Let's see, there's the Mini Mauve eyeshadow palette and the Mini Bronze eyeshadow palette. Those are $19. There's a gloss trio for $30. What's funny, one of the shade names is Damn Gina. My sister's name is Gina. I should send that to her, that's funny. These like the mini palettes, I have to say, like, I look at this picture and nothing happens. I don't get butterflies in my stomach. I don't have the itch to grab my credit. I don't know what this is, like a crab. I don't lobster my way to my wallet to try to purchase this right away. And the lip kits, nothing about this jumps out at me. That's all. That's really all I can say. So I definitely didn't make any purchases from the Kylie holiday collection. A little bit random, but I saw the It Cosmetics brush, and I feel like so many people love these brushes. So this is the Heavenly Luxe of Flower Pot Foundation Brush. 70s inspired, it's limited edition, it's heart-shaped, it's gonna be $30. I know so many people love this, especially for applying foundation. I honestly really have not been wearing foundation. My first declutter video is going to be foundations, and I wanted to start there. It's kind of like, you know, one of my starting points when it comes to makeup, but also I had been talking in a few of my recent videos of I'm just not wearing foundation as much lately, not wearing as much makeup lately, honestly, even like eyeshadows and that sort of thing. I did a video the other day, I don't know which video was it, maybe my Black Friday video, and I have no eye makeup on besides mascara, and I have concealer, powder, bronzer, blush, mascara, and a lip product. And someone was like, the one time you don't link your makeup in the description box, and I was like, because I'm really not wearing much makeup. But I got so many compliments on my makeup, and I'm like, I'm not even. And again, it was so fun to do that video with Ashley and to follow her makeup routine. And she even said, she goes, sometimes when you show up, I'm just like, what is on your eyes? And my response is, it's one eyeshadow. And she said, I reminded her that you don't have to mix 18 different eyeshadows and use 27 different brushes, and you can still get a really pretty look. Because she was saying, you know, I watch the videos too, and I see the contour and the highlight and all the blending that you have to do. And she said that I've reminded her you can use one eyeshadow and create a really pretty look, and I thought that was pretty cool. Let's enter into our Colourpop portion. I feel like each month, if I do decide to do this video on a monthly series, we're just gonna have like a whole Colourpop segment, but they have quite a few new releases. They have the After Party collection. This collection matches the main hair event tints and conditioners for monochromatic looks. So we have pressed eyeshadow palettes for $10. There's liners, mascaras, there's different bundles that you can get. I do like these quads from Colourpop. I've tried a few in the past. Waffle Cone is a favorite of mine, which is more of a green. So I like those, and I like that they have the different options. If you just want, you know, a quad, like that's a great thing to be able to pick up, and the price is, you know, pretty right on those, which is fantastic. They also released the Muppets collection. Got a lot of tags on this if I was familiar with the Muppets, and yes, I do know the Muppets. I know Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. I know that they had like they were always like bickering back and forth or something like that. Like I remember those. I remember the eyeshadow palette. It's kind of one of those from Colourpop that makes me do like like, it's fine. Like it's cutesy. I think Muppets, a lot of people have good memories, which is always fun. But to me personally, I like the Super Shocks more. And a lot of times, once again, when people say like, what's the one eyeshadow you're wearing? It's usually one Colourpop Super Shock shadow, and that is it. I feel like there are still Colourpop palettes that I really love, Not a Box of Chocolates being one of them. But when I see fun Super Shocks come out, I'm gravitating to be keeping those, because I'm like, oh, okay, like, and I know that I'm going to wear those. I know that I'm definitely gonna hit pan in them, if not use them all the way up, and that's just a satisfying feeling right now. So the Muppets, super cute. The eyeshadow palette is $26. The Super Shocks are only $9. The glittery gels are available. So this is all available now on Colourpop. I do still have an affiliate code with Colourpop, which is MARCHBEAUTY. So if there's anything that you've wanted to grab. I also really do like the lips that they have in here, the glowing lips. some of my favorites. Cockatoo is a favorite of mine. I've been using one, it's not the glowing lip because it's more of a matte finish. I actually think it's in my clutch. It's in the shade Bust. I think I might have been wearing that in the video where I'm not wearing a ton of makeup, and I got so many compliments on my lip color. Colourpop Bust. And I think just the last one that I see for, wait, is this another Colourpop one? No, just the last one that I see from Colourpop is the It's a Small World collection. So this is another Disney collab. It includes an eyeshadow palette for $22. There's powder blushes, Super Shock highlights, and also the French Kiss Glossy Lip Stain Vault. $28 for 4 shades in those. Okay, it took me a minute. I went to the comments because I was like, it's a small world. I was like, that's like a song? And then someone was like, okay, it's getting out of hand when you're collabing with like Disney rides. Like rides are at like at Disney World. And I was like, oh, okay. But I could like hear the song in my head. But really, again, I'm looking at this page, which looks like maybe it was out of like an advent, like a magazine or something like that. And I'm like, no, out of everything that Colourpop put out, I do like the quads, the Super Shocks from the Muppet Collection that look really beautiful. I believe I do have the Muppet Collection in PR. Again, I'm just not keeping as much of PR these days, but if you'd want to see something with that, but I'm definitely keeping some of those Super Shocks because I know that I'll use them. But for our Colourpop segment this week, it just feels like a lot. They did have some really good Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals. They had mystery boxes. One of my girlfriends from the complex, actually, she will be coming up in my videos. I think it's also a reason why she was purchasing some of these products. She did one of the Colourpop mega palettes and then also a brush bundle, so she was really excited about that. There was a sale on those that day, one of the days. JK, we have one more from Colourpop. I thought I had another one from Colourpop. These are their Holiday 2022 Vault, and they do have a Super Shock Shadow Vault. $79. There's 25 colors, including new shades and fan faves. There's also the Manifest This Pressed Powder Palette Vault, $54 for 6 holiday 9-pan palettes. Honestly, the Super Shocks, like I remember when they came out with the one with the Disney princesses and there was like 12 different Super Shocks, I was so excited about that. I think I filmed a whole like eye swatching video because that's how excited I get over the Colourpop Super Shock shadows. That's one that's the winner. That's the winner from the Colourpop segment to me personally is the Super Shock Shadow Vault. Did anyone buy that or the palette vault? I would definitely love to know, but that one's the winner. This should conclude our Colourpop segment. MAC is doing a collaboration with Whitney Houston. Looks like it's available now in Europe. I don't think I see a date for US or other countries, but this includes quite a few products. Powder blush, the Extra Dimension skin finish, there's the lipsticks and quite a few reds, some nudes, there's lip glosses. So I know MAC does this. I remember it was the Aaliyah collection, and I remember when that came out because that was recently right around the time that I had gotten on MAC's PR list, and I was so excited about it. This is pretty. I feel like I'm one of those that I don't have a lot of like deep thoughts when it comes to these kind of collections with artists who are now deceased. I believe they work with like the families or the foundations or something like that in order to do these collections. Of course, they're not just like making things up on their own. I think that it's pretty. Out of everything, there's kind of that like mauvey pink blush I think looks really beautiful, but it just being honest, like I just don't have a lot of feelings when I see different collections like this. I would love to know what you do. You know, I always love reading the comments, and that's what I've been trying to say on especially the last few of my videos as I've been having certain feelings about YouTube and what's been going on with my channels. I really do enjoy reading the comments, and it's such a supportive place over here. I actually did a podcast interview today, and they asked about what are some of the kindest moments that I've had other people do for me. And I mentioned the support that I get constantly from this community and how special it is. And that's why when I've been kind of battling of, am I going to stop YouTube altogether? It's just, I don't want to, because I love this community and I love going to the comment section and seeing people not only write to me, but write to one another. I think all of that is really special. So like I'd mentioned in that video, I was giving myself to the end of the year to decide. I already had Vlogmas scheduled. I already have several collabs for Vlogmas, and I didn't want to back out of all of those. But come January, I know that I'll have to be making some decisions, and with the complete lack of help that I've gotten from YouTube on things like my channel is now flagged as a kids channel, my videos are now flagged as kids videos. I mean, the problems just keep stacking and stacking and stacking and stacking. And I can't keep, my arms are tired. I can't keep pushing a boulder up a hill. So if I end up losing it, the community aspect is gonna be what's the most upsetting to me. So yes, would love to know your thoughts on the MAC and Whitney Houston. We also have another collaboration collection with NYX, and this is with Avatar 2, excuse me. This is the Way of the Water makeup collection. We have the color palette for $40, Paradise palette is $25. There is some highlight sticks, glosses, lipsticks, face and body paint, which I know that makes sense to the movie. I've never seen the movie, but I know it makes sense to it. There is a makeup mist. This is going to be available December 1st at NYX Cosmetics and also at Ulta Beauty. I've never seen Avatar. I know what it is. I've heard other people talk about it. I've seen like the SFX makeup that people do inspired by Avatar. So I think the collection makes sense. I think it's really cool that they included like the body paint as well. That's not necessarily my style. I tried one time many years ago to make myself like a cheetah or something for Halloween on YouTube, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. But I love to watch other people who are very talented recreate these sort of things, but definitely not really a collection that, you know, is jumping out at me. I do see, actually, this was just posted. Let's talk about this. Charlotte Tilbury has a holiday magic makeup mystery box. Okay, this was just announced. Includes 7 full-size products. It's gonna be $125. It's a $250 value. Best-selling products for eyes, lashes, and glowing cheeks. All right, so I believe it says available now, so if I can find it, sometimes the Charlotte website is a little bit difficult to maneuver, but if I can find it, I will definitely link it down below. But sounds like it could be a good value. You know, mystery boxes, everyone thinks of the value in a different way, but if you're interested in those, that could be something to check out. The next palette I was going to talk about was from Byredo, and this is the Purple Echo eyeshadow palette. I was seeing myself getting some tags. I love wearing purple eyeshadow, and this is really stunning. Just like the outside packaging, it kind of freaks me out a little bit. I mean, it's interesting and it's different, but at the same, like, it kind of like, let me look at the comments and see if anyone else is thinking what I'm thinking. A lot of people are saying it looks like REM packaging. I don't know. Yes, this is it. The photo of the packaging makes it look like a distorted sonogram of a baby's head. That's exactly what I was thinking. I knew someone was gonna have it. Yes, that's what it reminds me of. So it kind of freaks me out a little bit. But I will say there's some swatches in this photo, and the swatches don't look to have the most amount of oomph, and this eyeshadow palette is $58, which I think is pretty expensive. Prices are going up everywhere. We all hear inflation and recession. We hear it all the time. I'm reading about it so much, trying to stay educated and informed on what to do and all of that. But man, $58, I was like, I don't know, to me, if the swatches really make me want to spend $58, especially with the sonogram baby palette cover. Fenty Beauty has a new lip product out, and this one actually kind of intrigued me, I'm not gonna lie. So from Fenty Skin, this is their Plush Put-In Intensive Recovery Lip Mask. Lip care for naturally luscious, plumper looking pout. This is $22. It'll be available December 2nd. Sorry, I have no idea why I said the 6th. But I think the like pump packaging is actually kind of interesting versus like sticking your hands in a pot. I don't know. That's literally what called to me. That's what did it. That one I was like, And I love anything lip products. I have so many lip masks. I have lip scrubs. I love my lip oils. I don't know. I love lip products. I don't know what it is. It's like, do I need it? Definitely not. But I still kind of want to get it. I think I can still end up talking myself out of it, but it's like, I'm intrigued by it. And also we do have a sale coming up at Sephora for the holidays. This is, what does it say? The Gifts for All event from Friday, December 2nd to Sunday, December 11th. You can get 20% off your purchase, 30% off Sephora collection. The code is going to be Get Gifting. So a little post Black Friday, Cyber Monday action coming up from Sephora. Sephora had some great deals, but Ulta Beauty, I feel like really had all of the deals. I do have a storefront that I created for both Sephora and Ulta, and I can link that down below, and I'll just always have that there. Like, I have some favorites from the sales, and then just I did Black Friday and Cyber Monday list, but they're also just some of like my favorite products that I'm just going to keep on there. If there's ever anything that you're interested in, or you just want like a kind of like a shopping list to look at of some of my favorites, you know, I will have that linked, of course. Will I buy anything with this? I had people give me codes for the latest Sephora Friends and Family sale, and then there was, I feel like there was another sale. Maybe I'm just thinking of like Black Friday, but I have not purchased makeup all month, and that was kind of a little bit of a personal goal of mine and a financial goal of mine, and I am quite proud of myself. So will I do anything at the 20-30%? I don't know. As of right now, I'm leaning towards no, but there have been some products that have come out that have very much intrigued me, and that's where we're gonna end it, is with these last two eyeshadow palettes, because these were the hardest things that I said no to. One of them being the Makeup by Mario palette. This was, I think, the most wrote in product on my Instagram stories of either what excited you or what did you buy. It was definitely this Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette. The Ethereal Palette, the Anniversary Edition, 12 shades, $68. This was available October 31st, so I think I did mention it. I was doing some Will I Buy It shorts, but then I even stopped those. Because again, it was kind of nice to get a little bit of a break. But this looked so beautiful. I had a really hard time. It was $68, and I feel like maybe that was part of the reason too that was holding me back, because again, I'm getting ready to do these declutters and I'm trying to cut back, and I'm like, so should I really spend $68 on an eyeshadow palette? But it is so beautiful. I might regret not buying this one, but did you buy it? And I know a lot of you said that you did. So what are you thinking of it? What are you thinking of the quality? Is it worth the higher price tag? Were you able to get it at any sort of discount with any of the sales that we've had going on? But this one was really so stunning. Like I don't even know if I can figure out any negatives to say about it, besides the price was a little bit higher than I would have wanted to pay. But I think Makeup by Mario did a stunning job on that palette. And then of course the palette that I really, this is the one that I thought I was going to buy this month, and maybe you know it. It's Natasha Denona. It is the Retro Glam palette. And it's funny because when I first saw this palette, I was like, nah. And then I like looked at it a little closer and I was like, well, and then this could be another one I regret not buying. This has the 15 shades. It's the $69 with green, pinks, neutral nudes. This one to me looked so stunning, and I have so many Natasha palettes. It is my favorite eyeshadow formula. I recommend them so much. I buy so many of the palettes, and this with like the greens and some of the minty greens, some of the pinks in there, I thought this was such a gorgeous color scheme. This by far was the hardest palette for me not to buy during the month, kind of on my personal, like, don't buy anything, focus on moving things out, focus on other things. Don't feel the pressure of, because like I said, I was trying to cut back on, I was uploading daily on YouTube, and I was like trying to get away from that kind of pressure. And I was like, I know if I buy this palette, I'm gonna wanna create all these videos and all these, and I was like, just don't do it. But this is one that it hurts. And now with the 20% off at Sephora, I'm kind of like, I have another chance. Like, I could buy it, and it could be, and then of course my mind is like, I could do a video of like, was it worth it to buy? Like, I held off, but then I bought it. Was it actually worth it? I don't know. $69 is still a lot of money for an eyeshadow palette, just like the Makeup by Mario. These two last palettes though, absolutely hardest. If I were to get a palette with the 20% off coupon, do you think it should be the Makeup by Mario or the Natasha Denona? I know that I don't need both of them. I don't. I know that I don't need both of them, especially buying them after the release, but I feel like I still want one of them. So which one would you say? But that is actually where I'm going to wrap up this video. So it was like, will I buy it? No. Did I buy it? No. So I don't know if I should continue to do this series. I know that I just wanted to pop back on once, because truly when I filmed my last Will I Buy It video, and I was like, I don't know, maybe this is gonna be my last Will I Buy It video, I genuinely didn't think that it was going to be my last one. Because I was like, I always envisioned, because I've thought over the years, there's been a few times where I thought, I'm gonna stop the Will I Buy It series. And it was like, I'm gonna do this like grand video and sing and dance and throw confetti and all of the things. And I didn't. I was in a Vegas Knights hockey shirt, and I was just like very chill, and something about that when I was editing and when I was putting it up, I was like, I feel okay if this is my last one, even if it's for a month or so. I feel okay that that's gonna be it. But I don't know, if you have any ideas for what you would like to see with new makeup releases, definitely just let me know. I'm always open to suggestions, and I find your feedback so helpful as well. So if you want to continue seeing this maybe on a monthly series, Definitely let me know if there's something else you think that would be more beneficial or more fun to watch. Also, please let me know in the comments. But of course, as always, I do appreciate your support. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video.